Nintendo's still presenting. Mint Chocolate 2024 by Dashlet. This is not an interactive title screen. And off it goes. Surprised at how you got your two friends sucked into 40k? Oh. Well, it's good to share interests. Glad they got in too. Oh. Hey, thanks for playing my hack. If you're up to the extra challenge, try to collect all the Yoshi coins. Dashlet. Well, it's on the list of things to do. This isn't no, it is not an SA1. In their 50s, academic types that like fine art, so kind of surprised. Takes all sorts. Guess we'll go to another world first. That definitely is not the average, like, 40k enjoyer, from, at least in my mind's eye. This track always makes me think something weird is going on. Don't know very much about this hack, honestly. Picked it up because it only had 5 levels. And Modern Kiwi got back to me when I told him that some things of his in his hack were not working. So he's trying to roll a patch. This is going to be one of those levels, isn't it? Where you've got to, like... That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Can I salvage this? I think the answer is probably no. Maybe the face will change over time. I imagine so. It's just kind of like what you expect your average D&D enjoyer to look like. It's not a very nice image, but it was at least accurate at one point in time. I found a P-switch. Can use it for this. Let's Echo the Dolphin! That's why this sounds familiar. Yeah, it's been too long. I need a throwable object for that to work. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to die. I can't do anything with this. Yeah, I was trying to remember why I recognized it. Yeah, it definitely has changed. Yeah, Echo the Dolphin has a really good soundtrack. Both the Genesis and the Sega CD. Really absolute bangers. I could use that brick. Forgot about the brick. A lot of just general oddness in this so far. There's not much lead up to this either, so I don't know if there's like a plot or something. Okay, so I absolutely could do this, or I could use the Goomba, I think. Nope. Try again. What's up, Matt? Did I? Okay, no, I did a wall clip. Crud. This is probably fine. Building a little cyborg doozy or tank treads for legs. That sounds awesome. How you doing, Luis? Doing fine. What about me? Man, pretty good. Spent some time today playing Halo with Snyder. Halo 2. There's parts of it we're quite rubbish at. But, it's been fun. It's been fun. Going slowly. Go through MCC. Alright, so I got a dragon coin. I guess we'll continue over to the right now and see if we can find something else to do. You go down. I guess that is one thing I did notice in the description, or I read the comments briefly, is that there are some blind jumps. That was definitely a blind jump. Maybe I could get up there? There's a midway. Maybe I'll get the midway. Yeah, there's definitely some verticality issues here. So I found 2 dragon coins, some pipes. Do I want to go in the pipes? I'm gonna try the pipe. That's probably where you enter from the midway. Probably shouldn't have thrown away that particular block, or particular shell. Do I want to be on top of this? I don't know yet. Alright, gotta guide Charlie somewhere. As happens traditionally, occasionally. Charlie! now he can wander off. Good for Charles. He had a bit of good exercise. The pipe over there. I wonder if that's just for decoration. Yep, indeed. Charles Chuckington III. Shouldn't have killed the Goomba. Wasn't expecting a ceiling there. Alright, so there's another dragon coin. You? Close. Close. Up to 4. Alright, well, I missed one. Didn't test the midway, so we still have work to do there. Charles returned to Modern Mario. I mean, he was in Odyssey. But Odyssey wasn't a maker. Yeah, that is a bit odd now, think about it. We're on some SMB3, but think the levels got corrupted somehow. That seems to be an issue with the editor. That's not great, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna try something. We're just gonna flop. Okay, well, what we learned here is that's where one of the dragon coins is. Odyssey, you think with 3D? No, in Odyssey, Charles showed up at the very end. There was a charge and chuck you could grab with your hat in the run-up to Bowser. Absolutely Charles. I'd say close to the end of the game, kind of close to the any percent end of the game. Okay, so here's my working theory. I need to get the P-switch, take it all the way to the far left. And what might happen, though I have no meaningful proof, is that I'll end up in a pipe that allows me to respawn the area, which will give me a second chance to get the P-switch? No, blocks retain their memory. I don't know. Wait for that to go down. Only something here. That was not what I was expecting that to do. Yeah, it's a pretty minor role, though, for a character that you'd expect to see more of. Let's fix that. My lives is set to 10. What? Oh, it doesn't go through the pause. Should return to SMW glory. I'm with you. Hardly go anywhere without seeing Charlie. Which is everywhere. Everywhere. Let's try this again with marginally less failure. Too late already. I don't wonder if all the other levels are going to be weird, brainy, try to solve the conundrum puzzles. Also, this has 2 exits. I don't know what's up with that. I need to remember not to do that. Hoping Mario 3 puts him in, and it's in the right way. Yeah, it'd be nice. What if we'll even get Mario Maker 3? I guess Mario Maker 2 is probably already getting kind of long in the tooth. Probably didn't see notification last night because you fell asleep. That's fair. Oh, that's a sketchy jump. No! I don't like that jump. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Twitch does weird things. Like, I look at the stats, and about half the people have notifications on at any given point in time. Guess you're capped at 10. Wonder why you did that. But what was the thought here? Yeah, only about half the people have them on, so it's possible they're doing some A/B testing. Every once in a while, like, Twitch turns off alerts for a specific, like, channel I watch, and I'm very surprised and irritated. Because I'm like, I want those alerts. Absolutely want to know when they're doing the Sunshine Bingos. There was an impromptu one today, which was actually pretty hilarious. They put some people on comms who, I don't know, did they know Sunshine but not know Bingo? Did they know Bingo but not know Sunshine? It was very odd. Good match, and up to a point. The problem really was that one of the players, both players rushed the same thing. One decided to bail early and just do 15 coins, while the other one decided to do the full course and get like 4 goals all in one go. But this is the only safe way. What this meant was they kind of gave up on blue coins by saying, "Oh, I'm going to go this path rather than this path." But the problem is that they didn't actually give up on blue coins. All right, so there's no way to regen that. That's a problem. How in the world am I going to get that out? There was no way for me to hit that and do all of the stuff I needed to in the time allotted. Let's try this again. Didn't want to destroy the Goomba. Because I thought maybe I could try punting him down there. I think I can come back. This goes down, but maybe I can go up here. Something up there. Alright. Good to know. Alright, now that shell is free for my use, which is always lovely. I just need to figure out how to use it. Can I jump up there with P-Speed? Easy. Alright, well, let's go grab the shell. Who does Sunshine Bingo? The Sunshine Community on Twitch. I'm a big fan. I should, like, shout them out, because I think they're pretty cool. Once I finish figuring out the mystery of this. A key? Where the hell is there a lock? I have a key now. What can I do with a key? I don't know where the lock is. It's a dark background. It makes it kind of hard to tell. The lock is where the lock is. I've yet to play Sunshine, but I really want to. Never have time for video games. I have too many hobbies. I get that feeling. I do get that feeling. Not enough time in the day for so many things. Yeah, once I make this jump, I can't believe I'm no longer making this jump. But yeah, they do various types of bingos. They've done some other contests. They had one that was kind of cool, which was sort of a taskmaster thing. Complete a bunch of specific things in a given level, and then do something like you could have to do this or grab this many coins. It was interesting optimization problems. There we go. That's the name. Just do this. Bam, Sunshine Community. But yeah, they've started up another bingo tournament pretty recently-ish. I think last couple weeks. And I just enjoy watching them. They're just really fun to watch, because bingo's got a really weird unlock graph for levels. Like, Mario 64 is pretty straightforward by way of comparison. There we go, that's one. Like, you just have the Bowser keys. You have a few, but not very, like, many I required hat ones. And then you have, what the other thing you have? Star requirements. Oh god, no. I'm not a masochist. But Sunshine has a bunch of, like, ways you can get around things. Like, I think the only hard limit is, in order to get to Noki, shouldn't have done that, you need to have 20 shines, I think. Don't quote me on that. But other ones, you have to have some number of shines, specific number of shines. There's only, like, 3 of those that matter. Pinna Park, Noki, I mentioned, Gelato, and Rico. So after those, well, actually no, the important part there is that you can get past an awful lot of the other obstacles, get into 2 of the other big worlds. I didn't really do this right. I got problems. Alright, so how's Sunshine Bingo done? They come up with a list of various things you can do. So, for instance, let's see, last turn, because the last one was actually really boring, because it had pretty much only blue coins and things. Things like get 30 blue coins is a pretty common one. Or not 30, like 50, 70. Blue coin totals is a big one you see consistently. What other ones that are very common? Blue coin totals are big. Some number of shines from levels like 2 from 5 levels or 5 from 2. Getting specific level shines. Sometimes specific level shines in specific ways that are annoying. So, for instance, what is the one? Like, you have to do some of them without using Flood, or without hovering, or doing them in very specific manners. Guess we'll go do the other part now. So, no. I don't have Flood tech. I'm way too invested in one Mario game to say, yeah, I'll do the other one. Maybe I'll play Sunshine one day on stream, but it won't be 100%. It'll be an any percenter. I keep forgetting that's there. Why not? I had a whole rant last time about how I hate the blue coins. The blue coins are awful. Because you only know which level they can be in. That's it. You know the totals for any given level. You don't know where in the level. You don't know which particular, like, because mission, I guess is the right phrase, they're in. The game just doesn't give you any useful information about hunting these things. It's kind of like Crackdown, where it's like, find 500 of these things, and there's no list of them. They're not named. So, like, if you're missing 20, good effing luck. You're gonna have to go search the entire world to find them. So, no. Not today, possibly not ever. What's up, TJB? How you doing? They're all in missions with 3... That's the thing, though, is they're not all in all missions. There we go. Maybe I can jump to... No. I could have, but I failed it. I don't think this strat for getting up there is the intended one. But it works, so I'm going to keep doing it. But then it's still, which ones are you missing? And then, like, the entire area of Serena is a humongous maze, and it's just a mess. It's an interesting mess, but it's a mess. Like, Sunshine is one of those things where you can clearly see they did it a lot better in Galaxy. A lot of the same ideas ended up getting recycled, but in more pleasant ways. Like, prankster comments are definitely better than just good luck finding 100 coins in one area. Easy? Alright, maybe I'll reconsider it, but still. And the amount of time it takes to save each individual coin... maybe. I do need to come up with something different to do on Mario if I'm going to stream Mario that day. So usually I try to play some Mario game I would not usually play. If there's ever a Super Pat Cutter world, you have to talk with whoever makes it to make sure it has blue coins. Thanks. What's up, Steven? Thanks for the good luck. 20 minutes in this level. I'm hoping to have a quick moderation for this one, but the requirement to get all the dragon coins definitely makes this more difficult. So I have 3 right now. I have 2 right now. Down. I already got retrieved the shell. This is my shell. You're not allowed to have it. So I gotta find the keyhole. Play some Mario. Yeah, it could be Sunshine. I was thinking maybe more in the Paper Mario direction. I need to actually talk to Squills about that, like, now, if I want to do that. Oh, hey, look, the keyhole. I found it. My guess, however, is that that is locked behind getting all of the... I got a key jump up there. Oh, man, how... Can you get P-Speed off 4 tiles? I'm not sure. Not important for our current predicament, though. Okay. Big Galumba, with the important task of hitting this set of bricks. And problem solved. Now I no longer need Galumba. 6 golden coins. Yeah, that would be out of character, I'll grant you that. I've chosen poorly. The 64 one before the 1,000-Year Door remake. I've played the 64 one, yeah. God, how many years ago now? It was in 2021. I can come back. So I'm just gonna do that. So I think that it's not too difficult to come back, and I'm finding this one to be more irritating. In fact, simple solution, I want to get rid of the Goomba, I want to get rid of the Spiny, do both. Alright, now Charles, now that you're on screen, you can come over here. Charles. You are not helpful today. And he's doing that again. And I'm doing that again. Can Mario be considered a Mario game? I did play it on stream in 2021. I still have the VODs squirreled away somewhere. I think some people watched it. I think Louis caught a bit of it. It was a while ago. It was one of the first things that my auto cutter started working on. Oh, so long ago. And the reason for that... No, this is when I wrote it in 21. Are you kidding me, Charles? Get down here. We're wasting my time, Charles. I'm gonna send you to bed. Too bad you weren't there, so it doesn't count. Yeah, I could do it again. I wouldn't complain. I don't remember that much of it. And it was fun. It's basically, you know, retreading the path of Mario RPG, but weirder. It's not a bad thing. I have the EverDrive. That was another thing. Max asked what if I was doing it in an emulator, because there's one specific boss that emulates poorly, if I recall. Again, been a while. But something about how the screen flashes when a specific... Oh, hey, that's a way better way of doing that. Yep, okay. You can only go through these blocks when all the Yoshi coins are collected. I do wonder if... No, I don't think you can actually get the sprite in that well. Oh, no, I don't know if I'm going to land. Well, good. So I need all the Yoshi coins collected to do that, which is okay, because I'm collecting them right now. No! Okay. Start over. But yeah, I know Squiggles has a GameCube. I know Squiggles has a copy of Mario Sunshine, because I've played it. That was off-stream a long time ago. I don't know if he has 1,000-Year Door, but knowing Squiggles, he probably does. But I need to ask if I could borrow it today. Later today. Okay. Doing the other side is not working well. Let's just stick with our old plan. On the other hand, I could just, like, play Mario Teaches Typing or something, one of the weird PC things that was released. Alright, I think it was Stand on the Edge. Play Project Melee 64? Oh, Paper Mario 64, yeah. Oh, no. Gotta be careful here. It's good. Wait for 1,000-Year Door. Posted a Mario game you definitely haven't played? I have to look. I have not played that one, no. Look, I don't got no good excuse about Project Melee 64, but come on, you know it would be cool if they did Project Melee 64. Isn't that a thing? I think that's a thing? I don't know. It's like a hack of 64 to add more stuff. I thought it was a thing. Now I'm less sure. Nuts. I needed that. Alright, so what we've... No, I didn't need that. Okay, cool. we'll say this is a little bit tedious. And if there was like a Paper Mario hack that did some things, I might consider that too. Like, added some new enemies or changed up stuff a little bit. Because I know there's some hacks out there that do cool stuff. Alright, so we got our 3 coins. We have Fire Flower, so we can remove irritations on our way. I need to spawn the key. So it's the last thing I need from this shell. In fact, on our way to get the last 2 coins, we will take the key with. Okay, turn around. Hard-made Paper Mario Parable. I've definitely not played the Mario Parable. Okay, drop that. It'll be safe till we're ready. Otherwise, I don't know where land is. Okay. This is fine. Okay, remove. Well, not really remove, but remove the Spiny. The Spiny's dangerous, the Gloomba isn't. We'll come back and do that one last. There's no reason to do that. What does the message box say? You need all the dragon coins to get through these boxes. It's what I expected it to say when I saw them encasing the key. It was pretty common sort of mechanic. If I had bopped him, I would have been so mad. Bye, Charlie. Can't take that away from me. All 5. And it works. Level beaten. That was involved. Alright. 1 down. 2 exits down, actually. How many? It says 5 exits. I don't think that's true. I think this has 6 exits. We'll see. Well, so much for being Fireflower. Thanks to the GG. Paper Mario Quest. That's interesting. Yeah, as long as it would work on EverDrive, I'd definitely consider it. Part of the problem is I really shouldn't start anything new until I finish up like 500 other things I should do. That's kind of the problem with that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put up a poll. I'll message Squiggles about potentially borrowing one of his devices and put up a poll in Discord. Okay, there's nothing down there. I think this is my shot at getting up there. I will say this hack is definitely difficult about some very specific things, like getting up places, but okay, whatever. Just assume I'm gonna need to put more work into getting all the dragon coins. I do like the random power just sitting out there. Get the one above Charlie later, once we get a block to figure out what we're gonna do with our block. Really? Okay. Gotta drill a hole. Or I could have brought Charlie with me. Will confess, not my smartest of moments right there, but this worked out. QLDC judging when? Yes, exactly. I'm thinking I'm just going to say I'm starting next week. That's the plan as of this present. Oh god. Well, you definitely need to be small to get there. I don't see how you can do that without taking a hit and or finding a thing. Great. Use emulate and recommends BizHawk. Oh. Slight disappointment. Okay, there's something up there. Maybe with I don't need peace. Ah, I keep forgetting these things stay on. At least half the time I need a shell. Right. That's the thing Red Koopas do. They stay in place. Next week will be a good week. I hope so. Right now, nothing important planned other than just hanging out a bit next week. I'm not traveling anywhere. I've got some work stuff, but there's always work stuff. That's how you do it. And there's a pit underneath. I haven't died yet, so we got that going for me. I decide if that means that that spot right there is good to go into or bad. Well, Midway needs a testing anyway. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Up on the modding Discord to investigate. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I probably should. Okay, got those. I need to see what's in this block. Ah, oh. Intriguing. Intriguing. I'm definitely missing out on one of those. On figuring out what's over there. That's a stop sign? It's a sign. The famous double intriguing. Look, just sometimes that's how intriguing goes. Alright, so getting 4 is not as onerous as it was in the prior level. So I'll probably be able to just come back and do it. But I'm gonna beat the level and then not get the midway for the purposes of collecting coins. The Fireflower? It definitely could have been. Oh, the object, the pixel art. Yeah, I could see that. It's an odd ordering. Taking us around the map this way. Not gonna complain, but still. The very first coin is the hardest to get, as far as I can tell. Because you absolutely must get a good jump off of him and land on that. Like, it's imperative. You cannot avoid it. Oh yeah, I didn't test the midway. Eh. We'll test the midway by start selecting and making sure start select works, which had never been an issue for me before. Okay, I don't need to go back. Right, I need a shell. I guess that's what the blocks are for. Generally, blocks are provided in a spot where so you can do these things, but they're not usually a very convenient spot. Let's get through here. You hit all those. I don't want to hit that. This is fine, I guess. Could have been better. That was a fire flower. Huh. That's what I initially assumed the looks like a fire flower comment was about, was the specific object in that box. It was not. One tile jumps. They are a favorite of everybody's. Yeah, one has to say this is fine, even when it is not fine. Just the nature of things. Alright, cool. Start select. You got all the dragon coins. Didn't check the prior level, but let's check this one really quick to see if they respawn or are doing something weird. Nada. Dragon coin is gone. That's good. That's 4. Weird frog. What are these red tiles? Also, what is this background? Yeah, I want the big Yoshi. I want it now. So it was mandatory to get the big Yoshi now. Chrono Trigger music, too, is always a good thing. Waterfall? Looks like a DKC rip? Really? Huh? I wonder what level it's from. Are you kidding me? You give me the Yoshi and I have to ditch him. The background? I was in the background. I don't think that's what a DK... That was my other guess. Well, this is definitely Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I didn't do smart there. Maybe I got a double eat somewhere. Wasn't paying attention. Got that eat, though. The words of Alton Brown, that is indeed good eats. And there goes Yoshi. Well... Yeah, you need to bring Yoshi forward. Nuts. Well, time to get some knowledge. Then Yoshi would be stuck there, of all places. On the red thing, jump on the other red thing, jump on... Not that red thing. It was ironic. Wasn't there another block of it back? Not that I'd noticed. There were the row of turn blocks, which I'm pretty sure are just indicative of using that to get to be your back path. I'm not thrilled about those, to be frank, because you gotta open up at least 2 to get Yoshi through, and it's gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to bounce the Yoshi there. But yeah, my guess would be... Yeah, nothing there. Which makes sense. And then this, I think I must need to find... Either I need to jump... I could ditch Yoshi. Wait, what? Oh, there's an HDMA effect. I didn't notice that. That's cute. Could I make it with P-Speed? Almost. Almost. Well, time for more leveling. Straight jump. You are correct. I don't know why my mind went to, like, throwing Yoshi off of at an angle. Just straight jumping up would, in fact, work. Not even tired. I mean, all I've done today is, like, work and hang out with Snyder for a bit. Like, I haven't done anything onerous in the slightest. Just bring him back. Yoshi really doesn't want to eat this bat. Didn't see that coming. Even Yoshi looks unhappy with me in this picture. Does it really count? Like, Yoshi always comes back, you know, he just gets dropped below the level. He doesn't actually die. He gets to go back to the green room, if he's a green Yoshi. Or the red room, if he's a red Yoshi. Or the blue room. This is not my day here. And once he's done in the blue room, or the green room, he gets to go to a nice farm in upstate New York. There was a funny bit in this Canadian sitcom called Corner Gas. These guys find a kitten, and they wanna keep him, but no, they keep saying they need to send him to a better place. And it turns out that a better place is literally a farm up north, where they keep kittens. Like, it's not a euphemism. It's just that's the name of the cat shelter. A better place. Goes back to the egg. That's worse than death, if anything. He gets another shot. Something about reincarnation, the Great Wheel or something. Why can I not do this? I am suddenly broken on this. Okay. Spouting nonsense, this level hates nonsense. This isn't even nonsense. This is a completely different hack. It's called mint chocolate. Which I think is I think it even stated is mostly vanilla. I haven't seen any real chocolatey things, except I think Spinies that stay put. I shouldn't have gotten that. It won't make a difference, but I probably shouldn't have gotten it. So it didn't make a difference, but still. Cool, 2 Yoshi coins, check. This isn't nonsense. That's why I hate nonsense. Part of the problem with having hacks named as such. Oh, okay. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna take the midway, though I'm probably going to regret it. I should not have done that, though. I should have kept the obvious Yoshi egg around. Hi, Charles. Take confines. This is odd. Anything up here? I need to come up here with Yoshi to get that. And hope I don't accidentally kill my Yoshi in the process. Nope. Someone knew this was going to go poorly. Yeah, Yoshi mandatory. F indeed. This is more of a hack than I may have signed up for today, but at least my intentions. Guess I did get started early, so that does help. The problem with trying to moderate small hacks is you never really know what you're gonna get. You sometimes get like really small, well done, like tiny things, or sometimes you get these big sprawling things all in one level. Sometimes you just get, you don't know what you're gonna get. So I wanted one that wasn't going to... That might have made this more challenging, because I probably should have... Yeah. 0 exits, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. Leave it to Bubsy to find something that could possibly go wrong. Get really forked. Yeah. There have definitely been ones where I'm like, yeah, I got partway through this and I'm just not feeling it. Like, I generally try to follow through with moderation. Sometimes it's a hack that doesn't suit my mood. Like this. Wait, what? That's not what I was expecting. the way that looked, and I need to set lives again, because for some reason, you're limited to 10 lives. So I was a sadist, but something about laughing at late 90s cartoon cat. I mean, he invites it. If you've ever seen the cartoon pilot, he clearly is inviting the abuse. He literally, like, puts, I don't know, his hand in a blender and then goes, "What's possibly going wrong?" And you're like, you put your hand in a blender. It's obvious what could go wrong here. You're being dumb. Don't do that, even as a cartoon cat. Oh. Oh. Well. Yeah, that was a solution. The shell jump could also be a solution to this. Hey, I took out the bat too. Ha! I am so smart. I played Super Bubsy on stream a couple years ago? Feels a while ago now. Maybe it's that the immortality and ability to learn, yeah. So it makes an awful lot of that kind of thing funny. Especially if you look at it through, you know, having seen the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit and establishing sort of a baseline idea of how tunes work. Okay, I need to beat the level now without the extra coins. Something down here? Okay, well, nuts. Pondering the platonic form of cartoons. There's probably a decent essay in there somewhere. I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, it was after I played Bubsy Visits the James Turrell installation, because I finally went and saw that James Turrell installation in New York that I've been trying to see for a number of years. Because it was always closed for various reasons, such as it was raining. And it wouldn't be so awful if it wasn't such a pain to get to. I mean, it was like one subway ride, but it wasn't that bad. Okay. Here. No. No thank you. Gotta go sleep? Alright, sleep well, Matt. See you later. Friends into Gun to 40k were like James Turrell. You should show them that Bubsy game. Oh, you absolutely should. Absolutely should. What am I looking at? Oh, wait. I need to be big and use this to get Yoshi up an appropriate amount. I still need to be able to make it at a flat jump. Okay, well, I puzzled that one out. That worked better than expected. If I hadn't fallen off, that would have worked. A bit of a shame. I don't think that Collective has made another game in a long time. Because I really did enjoy one of them, and I heard good things about another one of their games, but I haven't played it. Probably why they haven't produced more games is not many people are playing them. Would like to do more indie stuff, but again, I usually restrict that kind of thing to when I'm in a really odd mood, when y'all request something of that form, or what was the other one? Or when I'm traveling. Was lucky enough that Recall It worked, because I've been looking forward to that one a little bit. Just because Mario Dice has been making weird stuff, and I enjoy what they've made. I suspect it's like one Japanese dude, but you never know with Japanese culture. It could be an entire group of people. Interestingly enough, I tried one of his other games. Did not work on macOS. It might work now because the version of Wine that Crossover was working on or using when I updated has something specifically in there about fixing controllers. So maybe I can reevaluate an awful lot of the ones that are having controller freakouts under Wine, but still not sure. Talking about. Yeah, Treehouse Riddle is one of his. Inversity, and he worked on recall it. And then finally, bizarrely enough, dude also made a variant of the watermelon game. Except instead of watermelons, it's various prefectures of Japan. Oh, thanks for the follow. Enjoy your fish. Those are some tasty looking fish. Prefectures of Japan. And I think the way they're all pronounced is funny and based upon this weird... I think it must be like a Japanese comedy duo thing, but it's hard to find, you know, documentation of weird Japanese comedy just using YouTube and Google. Where these two dudes pronounce various parts of Japan in funny ways. That's really the entire shtick. Ibaraki! And other such things. So that might be a reference to it? I'm not sure. But apparently it's added, I think, roguelike elements now. It's really kind of taking the piss, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Let's just let it out here, just to be safe. What? No! How did I do this before? And now, nuts. I took it down one too many. All right, so I want to bring it down to 5, not 6 or not 4. But yeah, I don't think I have a terribly large interest in playing the watermelon game Prefectures of Japan. But I do enjoy how much like variety people have been putting into that. An awful lot of people have made different versions of that, the same basic premise. Reminds me very much of the old tower defense game days when there'd be a new tower defense game on Congregate or Newgrounds every 15 minutes, possibly. Do that with the States? I mean, yeah, I guess, but like... Ah, crap. I don't think there's many funny pronunciations, and I don't think it's definitely like a known thing. The reason I even know about the comedy sketch is because there was a Flash animation that came out of, I presume, one of the Japanese image boards, because that's where all that weird stuff comes from, with ASCII Cat. Why did I do that? With ASCII Cats doing the bit. Which reminds me, I need to reply to someone about ASCII Cats. I keep forgetting to do that. Very late on that. Well, like what, about Arkansas? Washington? Oregon? Trying to think if there's any, like, other funny ones. Mississippi is pretty straightforward. Alabama. It's just saying Alabama, though. It's not that interesting. Florida. Georgia? And Georgia. Georgia's not a funny state. Really, I don't take it down that far at all. You know, be smart to be big first so I can actually do the thing. But I don't think like would a Suica game or a watermelon type game based upon using states be interesting? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think the states have enough variation in size beyond like Texas. I guess there's a lot of small ones. I just threw that down a pit. But the beauty of the respawning objects in this game is even if you throw it down a pit, it's not permanently down a pit. Alright, now I just need to do it perfectly. Following the nose on Yuzu? Yeah! One of those not surprised, but a little disappointed sort of things. While emulators are perfectly legal, the discovery on that was terrible. Really terrible. So I'm not surprised they kind of got screwed there. Also, being paid to build the emulator the way they were was probably not a good look in the grand scheme of things. But is what is. Citra going down is even worse. You understand it at all? Okay, so the way I understand the law, I'm not a lawyer, is that if you do a clean, if you sort of going from first principles and building your emulator in a clean room environment, that's perfectly fine. So for making a Super Nintendo emulator, yeah, sure, whatever. If you have documentation about how it works and other things, that's perfectly legal. The problem comes in, especially with modern architectures, that people encrypt everything. All of the games are encrypted, all of the OS is encrypted, all sorts of encryption is involved, and the moment you start breaking encryption keys, you have, or distributing encryption keys, you have bigger problems. Legal problems. And so I think Yuzu was telling people how to extract or acquire encryption keys or decrypt stuff, which is really what Nintendo wasn't happy about. The fact that the emulator exists doesn't make them happy, but I assume the key thing was much worse in their eyes. That's fine. I could lose a Yoshi there and still survive this. I need to get hit. Problem solved. I realize that if I'm Fire Mario trying to do a shell jump, I'm probably just going to eat it. Emulator's on fire? Yeah, they've had to take it down. The team's disbanded. It's just an unfortunate situation, but they did bring some of it on themselves by the way they comported themselves. It's not terribly surprising. How you doing, Risky Fondue? Citra going down feels wrong, yeah. Another DS emulator's been taken down from the Play Store. I mean, part of that problem becomes that Google is distributing it. It becomes very easy to basically lean on them and say, no, don't do that when you're big companies. Risks of lawsuits, etc. The important thing to remember via CV lawsuits is you can sue anybody for anything. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to hold water. You can certainly try it. So that's a bummer, but it is how it is. But, you know, the thing is, Yuzu will live on. It's open source. Other people will build it, continue building it, and build upon it. It wouldn't surprise me if at some point in time it ended up inside of Dolphin somehow. Also on the top, it'd say it's not. No, it's not. In part because they're settling. I think the amount they're settling for is known. I think it's 2.2 million or something. So there's no legal precedent being set by it. But basically, it's one of those cases where I think that the devs know they're screwed. And so they're just not gonna try. Just no contest, eat it, and hope for another day. Typically, you'd expect like the EFF to get involved, and the fact that they didn't is a likely indication that they were not doing things on the up and up. But I'm not going to say that's like definitive proof. That's very circumstantial evidence. But this is the kind of like court case you could see the EFF taking up. They love encryption. Any copies are now legal property. They can make claims on if you rehost it. Yeah, sure, but to state the cliche, information wants to be free. Give it a little bit longer, and someone will make, say, Passion Fruit or Tangelo, the emulator. The information on how to emulate it and how to build an emulator is now out there. They can't stop that. Not really turn up. You really care about Citra? Yeah, I think Citra is a bigger bummer because, again, it's emulating older things. Emulating modern stuff is nice. Like, certainly probably a benefit to people who are doing, like, preservation of Mario Maker 2 stuff. I'm certain there's a bunch of people who want to be able to download levels and things that have disappeared or mess around with internals. And the Yuzu emulator's probably been a great boon to them. But yeah, losing 3DS emulation is even lamer, because like they haven't done anything with that console in a while. If you want to play specific games, you need to emulate them now. Which eventually will happen, with pretty much all consoles. Like, they're not going to do another release of Mansion of Hidden Souls anytime soon. You're going to either emulate that or you're not going to play it. Though it would be cool if they remastered Mansion of Hidden Souls. Slow down or even stop. I thought that they had to... Oh, God. My shell jumping is sloppy. Yeah, I thought that had to... I thought that already had a cease and desist or something. There we go. Much better. Okay. There we go. Still mess this up, but the odds are pretty low now. This is fine. Don't care. Slide right on in. Speedran LBW. Only way to run it again is via emulation. If it did. Oh, maybe I misread. It's very possible I misread. Yuzu is dead, though. Yeah, Yuzu is dead. Citra, I think, is also dead, but I might have misread that. What is LBW? That reminds me, actually, before it happens, I probably should do this. Given a big part of this is collecting dragon coins, I bet they're ephemeral. Link Between Worlds? Ah, okay. Yeah, I bet the dragon coins are ephemeral, so I really don't want to lose my progress. I think there is something for getting all the dragon coins, and it gives you like a message or something at the end. Alright, well that's our first dragon coin. Here's the thing, I have yet to see anything in here that makes me want to put a marker down. It's just been challenging platforming. I might knock this up. I could make an argument for very hard, but I think this is probably still in that range. Lives looking kind of low. Thank you for pointing that out, Kappa. I should do that. Unfortunately, they always go back to 10. Finger on the trigger for buying an Odin 2 and a Steam Deck lately. I've heard good things. Brother-in-law of mine really loves his. He's found it's been useful to have on the go when he wants to do on-the-go stuff. I think that was one of the other things that got Yuzu in trouble, was there was an actual ad for Steam Deck that had Yuzu as one of the installed applications. Which, shocker, probably wasn't good. That's a hole. Pack doesn't look hard. I think it's the getting the dragon coin things. Again, standard hard versus whatever. It's in the difficulty category. When we were comparing it against Kaizo, that is not the case. That is not going to be helpful. What am I doing? That's the goal for someone to moderate something of yours? Yuzu being gone is not tragic since Ryujin still exists. I believe so. But like I said, the documentation's out there. Anyone can make an emulator if they are so inclined. There we go. Also, how you doing, Jamie? I still can't believe Monkey Ball actually has plot. That absolutely blows my mind. Apparently, one of the monkeys wants to cause all bananas to taste like curry. I don't know why. But, you know, you gotta trust it. Standard normal to you? Yeah, uh-huh. I'm not sure I trust your judgment on these things. Go. Might get a Steam Deck and Odin 2. One OLED Steam. I don't know what an Odin is. Okay, there's a coin there. I can't go that way. It's a maze now! So I can go in there, but he can't go in there. But I can go up here and go around the maze. Come back in. One tile. This is solid. That is not solid. Curry is delicious. Monkey has good taste, but it's not cool focusing their taste on everyone. Yes, absolutely. Reminds me of the Parappa 2 plot, wherein this guy decides that noodles are the most important thing ever, and therefore all foods must now include noodles. That's the plot of the game. Parappa 1 was about, you know, Parappa dealing with various situations in his life that a young man might have come across, learning to drive, needing to liquidate some of his money to liquidate some of his property in order to pay for a traffic fee. Or was it like body shop work? I don't forget. Baking a cake for your crush, and then like Parappa 2 was like, oh yeah, now we're just gonna be really weird, just really weird. To be fair, Jammer Lammy that came between the two is also incredibly weird. Like, all of Lammy's problems are absurd and are fixed by playing guitar and remembering that casinos exist. This is not an exaggeration. This is not a joke. That is literally what happens. Wait, being big here is a liability, and that's what that meant to fix. I have to go through this small. There's no other choice. It's there. Thought I was talking about Unjammer Lammy. No! Unjammer Lammy... Yeah, she can't get to the concert on time, and weird things happen. Parappa 2 is where everything becomes noodles. In fact, the first episode is like, you go to Beard Burger, and you want to order a burger. But... Or no, because Parappa had won like a year's supply of noodles or something, and he was sick of eating noodles, and so he wanted to go to Beard Burger to get a Beard Burger, a Parappa Town staple or whatever it is. And unfortunately, due to weirdness, it's all been replaced with noodles, and the guy working there tries to convince him that it's worth eating, and he's like, no. And so the ghost of the guy who owns Beard Burger shows up and teaches Parappa how to make a Beard Burger. Which isn't that out of character for Parappa, honestly. The ghost part, at least. Unjammer Lammy, just everything has to do with casinos. Dojo, casino, it's all in the mind. Chop Chop Master Onion is a tragic character. He lost his dojo, but he still has one in his mind. It even has a casino. Would I rather eat? The beard... Yeah, I think I'd rather eat the Beard Burger. Or the Beard Burger with noodles in it. I could see having, like, noodles in a burger is, like, a weird vegetarian choice, and it could work out, honestly. Like, they have texture. Like, especially you take them kind of al dente. Like, it's possible this is good. Right. Okay. I need to not land on those. I think bananas that taste like... The hell? Bananas that taste like curry? No bueno. That is not good eats. Just, I think the texture's all wrong. Like, bananas are already kind of a soft thing, and not to mention, while we generally don't have them in America, there are multiple varietals of bananas still. I had one visiting India a long time ago, more than 10 years ago, and saw a cliche thing that I didn't think happened outside of cartoons. We were waiting in traffic, kind of hungry, so brother-in-law goes over to negotiate buying some bananas from a roadside guy, right? Bananas are relatively safe to eat in India because, you know, they're sealed. You have to worry about accidentally consuming the water because it's a banana, thick peel and all that. And while he's negotiating this, a monkey literally went and stole a couple bananas from this dude. It was the most hilarious thing I'd ever... Well, not the most hilarious, but very high up on the hilarity scale. In terms of, this is not a thing that actually happens in real life, is it? And it was happening. Monkey ate the banana. Looked very satisfied. Is a good eat stream where I review video game foods. Oh man. There's some games that have like really good foods. Like Pokemon I think has some good foods. Star Ocean 2 has some really good foods. What else? Well, it's absolutely a thing that happens, and I can say I've seen it now, but like it's the kind of thing you don't expect to actually happen. How'd I jump? Until you see it. Like, you think it might happen at the zoo, not out in the wild. Well, for what values of street sides in India are... Well, street side in India is pretty wild regardless. Reminds me. Expect monkey? Monksy. Monksy is like a monkey with a spray can. It's got nice he's got political messages he wants to spread to other monkeys. And he always enters through the gift shop. No one expects the Monkey Inquisition. Nope. No one does. Okay, I realized what I did wrong one of the prior times. There's a springboard somewhere. I need to move it. And it was somewhere in the maze, and I didn't see an edge that I could get into. Because I wasn't looking very carefully, possibly. It's right there. I see it now. I can go up there and then do a loop. You know, I thought it'd be a liability, but no. I also don't know why it restricts you to 10. Like, a hack like this should just have infinite lives on. Crap. Just gonna make both you and your players happier. Okay. This is fine. Monkey with a spray can is pretty... Yeah, it is a pretty funny image. Let's wait. Remember our fundamentals. Okay, so now I have this. I think I need to jump on that and drop it. I don't know if that... It doesn't behave like a 1F0, clearly. Did it work? It did work. Cool. That was riskier than it should have been, but I could always go back and get another one. Alright, I got the midway. Hooray. I can get the last 2 dragon coins before dying. I'll be a happy man. Yeah, Banksy parody would actually work pretty well. Didn't think how far that would be. That's a weird jump. Okay, I want that mushroom. Not sure it's a good idea to collect the mushroom, but I want the mushroom. This area up here screams dragon coin. Square up. Okay, I can't stand on those. Clearly I want this. Not sure. Oh, and it can't stand on those. Eh, that's funny to me. I don't like how I can't see that too well. I'm gonna try going up here first. Crap! If it looks like the end of the level, I'm gonna need to backtrack. Okay. So I think I saw something over there that looked intriguing. I think that middle one is black. Got it. Okay. I got it. It's the first one I've managed to get past the midway on after getting the dragon coins. I think if you don't care about dragon coins, this is less difficult. What other games have, like, really good food? Oh, I guess that Zelda game. People like the food in the Zelda game. The most recent one. Or the second most recent one. I guess when I think of fictional food that's really good, I think of Redwall. There are so many good feast descriptions in Redwall books. It's all vegetarian, too, because most of the critters are vegetarian, except for a few of them that indulge in seafood. In Redwall. Alright, that deserves a drink, I think. Yes, I will save. Got a feeling I have to go through that level again to save properly at the end. Thanks for the GG. Alright, what's this level gonna bring? These green blocks allow you to spin, jump on them. The red ones will hurt you if you don't. Okay. So they were right about the small amount of chocolate. I don't even know why I want this, but I sure have it now. Don't know why what I expected. That didn't help. Well, let's see if I need it, what I need it for first. Let's see what I need it for first. Then we can go from there. Breath of Fire 3 had some interesting food parts. That was terrible. You had to make sushi a part of it, which is kind of amusing. That whole minigame devoted to it, like mackerel sushi. I don't remember why. I think you were trying to convince somebody to help you some specific thing. Oh, you do need it. Yeah, getting back down from there is unfortunate. Is this safe? Yes. Okay, cool. I already destroyed the spin block, so I can just do this. Nifty. Right, now what? Nope. That's a regular jump. Right, set lives high again. It's such an odd choice. But Breath of Fire 3 was especially around that PlayStation era where, like, they were going nuts with minigames. Like, you think about how many minigames, say, Final Fantasy VII has. It was just the style at the time. What's up, Groovy Gadget? How you doing? And yes, I do recall what you told me yesterday vis-a-vis name changes. Yo. Okay. Really hope I'm not timed here. Final Air Farms? Nope. Nope, I do not have not. How? Oh, I got one shot at that. I have to come in at an angle and then... Yeah, okay, great. Hack is very different if you actually have dual lives. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gonna play NFS Most Wanted in a bit. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't... This is one of those, I think there's a bit of discordance between what the author has made and what the audience that would play this would expect. Like, unlimited lives makes sense. Having a life farm makes sense. Limiting yourself to 10 lives, a little bit less. Especially because I think you can only save after level 4. Depends upon when the hack saves. I mean, it looked like there was a vanilla save prompt at level 4. Or at the ghost house. So my guess is it saved at the ghost house. I haven't gotten a single yump yet. Okay, so up. But there's a lot of, like, little things in this where it's just like there's a little bit more precision than you would expect. Okay, I can do this as a regular jump. Regular jump. And this. This is hard. Normally checkpoints don't save. That is also true. This is taking a turn for the Kaizo. I haven't died a whole lot, probably 10 deaths in 4 levels. I died a lot at the beginning. I know how many times I've died if I really want to look it up. It is a thing I can check. But I've certainly died a lot. In certain levels. Some levels were easier than others, I'll grant you that. PS2 in that game a week ago and having a lot of fun. Oh, nice. What does NFS stand for, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, Need for Speed. Really, Pat? I had Project Melee 64 earlier. We're talking about Paper Mario, and now I can't come up with that anachronism. Acronym. But yeah, the fact that I have one shot at this red bit here is kind of irritating. Groovy Gadget has changed their name from Well-Known Vintage and a few other names that you might recognize. That jump is really hard. Like, really hard. Dose, Rock Final, Ace Retro, Well-Known Vintage. I thought I remembered Ace Retro. I didn't want to say it if I was wrong. Like, this is where I think me and this might part ways, because, like, getting to the part where you do that jump is this tedious thing here, which doesn't really add much to the level other than length. And a chance to fall off. I just find it odd in terms of cadence. And I'm not even sure you can do that last jump yet. I haven't got where that second jump yet. What would I do there differently? Seems very exacting. Ooh, there we go. Grab the B-switch. Remember to jump. Turns out the game's a lot easier when you remember to jump. Oh, okay. Just chill. That jump is going to be the death of me. Wait. Like, I'm looking at... I'm just not sure how to do it yet. Seems very tricky. This is free, like, because of the cadence on it. And this is just a little bit of platforming. I need to talk about something else, because I'm just going to be on this loop for a bit. I think. What else have I done recently? Today, nothing much. Listen to more of Going Postal, I guess, while I was working on some stuff. Doing some more cleaning. Got my dishes done, which is always good. Alright, if anyone has any good ideas here. Actually, let me look at the comment. Someone made a comment about it. So... Is this guy already banned? I think he's already banned for being a dick. Do... Correction. Account disabled. Yeah, he's already banned. Comments show that nothing's changed. Yeah, okay. Really entirely wrong about that level being difficult, but still. Is indeed hard, but not impossible by any means. So I say that the whole gimmick, it relies on precision and movement, which is to be expected from 2D platforms, and then a cup of tea. Yeah. And then he responded in Spanish or Portuguese. Hard to say. Alright, well that's not helpful. It's apparently indeed possible. I'm beginning to think I might need to bust out the save state card, but I don't want to do that. Especially if the dragon coins don't save. Because, like, I see the obstacle, I understand what I'm supposed to do, I don't understand how I'm supposed to do it. Like, even with that... I might turn on some cheating for a second just to see what's beyond this. Because, you know, I've got to do this loop every single time to have a shot at understanding this obstacle. I need more rightward momentum. Maybe do a higher jump, hit the wall, and then hold right? Like, it's something that requires a skill I don't presently have, and there's this long, boring part separating me from learning. Like, this whole P-switch endeavor doesn't do anything in terms of teaching. The other thing, the thing down there, teaches the problem. It teaches what you need to know exactly. To wit, perhaps the correct amount of cheating is just to turn on P-switch, so I don't have to do that. Probably been smart to turn on the P-switch first. But that actually might be the right way to go. If I just turn on P-switch timer, which I think there is a convenient thing to do that, I can just go through there and see it really fast. Because I clearly need to spend some time learning how to get this block to work. If I had the save state card in, I'd probably do that, but I don't. I need to put the newer firmware on that one, the one that has the fix, the SA1 fix, because I haven't done that yet. Because it'd be nice to have a card that had proper SA1 support and this. The reason I'm still using the old card is because the USB interface on it is faster, more consistently working. I found that with the SA1, which actually, you know what, maybe that was the issue entirely. Maybe the memory thing was what was causing it to not work well. Didn't think that one through. But there was an issue where, due to choosing the wrong signal or something, memory reads reads from BW RAM were slow when they shouldn't have been. It was fixed, but it hasn't been rolled into the official firmware yet for some reason. I don't know why. You think something like that would be worthwhile to do a small point release, but I'm not Akari, so. Why does it kill you? Seems like kind of mean for a block you use. It kills you because the block says it does. You have to spin jump on the red blocks, but if you do any other action, it kills you, I believe is what it does. Whereas you can spin jump bounce off the green ones with impunity. It's just the gimmick. But I think this one suffers a little bit from the dev being the only tester. And so you have certain obstacles where the dev's already figured it out and has good muscle memory, and then learning how the obstacle works without save states or without the benefit of maybe playing in Lunar Magic, kind of messing around Mario Maker style, makes it a bit more challenging. It's a common issue with some hackers and puzzle makers too, is not coming up with the right level of difficulty necessarily, just due to creator bias, which I think is what has happened here. It's a weird difficulty spike. Oh, hi Nico, how you doing? That name is familiar. I think I know why. No, don't do that. That's not what I wanted. Yep, that was it. I have not forgotten your hack that I have claimed. I wanted to finish up something else earlier. I wanted to do a short hack, and this has turned out to not be a short hack. Before moving on to something else. Happens sometimes. Started with Ultima Kiwi when I got back home yesterday, or not back home yesterday, but like back home recently. Things to do. Many things to do. Let's not get locked out. That would be embarrassing. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd actually inform you beforehand. Before I went to moderate it, because it generally works out nicely. Okay. Short hop there. Because when someone asks, I usually like to at least let them know when it's going to happen. Alright, I'm about maybe 2 more deaths from... Reminds me, I'm about 2 more deaths from. Set lives again. From turning on P-switches manually rather than doing this. Really what I want to do... Hey, I only got one! Got a P-switch jump. Hey, that raises my morale. What I really want is save states, but I don't have access to them. And if I did power this off, I'd lose my state that I care about, so... No, you jump too high, you land in that. I thought you land on the very edge, you go right. No, but... Like, I'm literally confounded. I don't know what to do here. That little obstacle is really hard to pass. But the amount of time it takes to lead up to it is a pain in the butt, too. I'm vaguely tempted just to turn on cheats and see what's after, decide if I want to continue this. I might bail. Like, I was having fun, even if it was requiring some precision. I felt clever when beating things. This, I just don't know if I want to do it. Maybe the level's really short, and that's why it's set up this way? Like, I generally like spin jumping on things. It's one of my preferred hobbies in SMW, but spending, let's say, 45 seconds to have a shot at something that I don't know how it's working is not my favorite of things. Really, should have just done the save state thing, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'd hit the wall to lose the rightward momentum. Find the dev vape. I like it. Alright, let me do this. This up. Lee? Able. Not seeing any alt strat. Yeah, I'm not either. We're gonna take a quick look. 19-2. Gonna take a quick look at the rest of the level. He turned off flying. You can't even get a cape in this, and flying is off. Well played. I can't be deterred, however. Not with that minuscule amount of anti-cheat. Alright, this is just exploratory. I'm going to make a decision, executive decision about this, because I don't know how to do this set of jumps. So then we do some careful jumps here. Come over here. Slide down here. Make sure not to die. Spin jump off this. Do the same sort of jump that I have yet to master. And then do some careful red jumps again. Over here. I don't think you can spin jump all the way up to the top of that. Do the same thing twice. I think you have to do a careful maneuver through it, perhaps. This is only the midway. Then you need to take that with you. Don't know why exactly, why this exists, but okay. You do a big spring jump up here. Then you come through here, do more, a lot more spring jumps. Hey, you find a mushroom. That's kind of cool. Set 19 again. I don't want to die. It's a nice looking mushroom. How would you... Oh, you have to bring the spring. You have to bring the spring and drop it there. Then you come down here to look at this, because you're going to need to drop down through all this nonsense. See if we can go around and see the rest, because I don't really want to. I guess I need to go drop down into that, so I guess we'll be turning that on. There's more, but wait, there's more! Oh, it's definitely a mushroom. You would never see the top of the part that makes it look like a penis if you're playing the level normally. And they're both kind of in the same vaguely phallic category. It's not a very short level. No, it's not. I think I'm bailing. I think this level has reached a point where my interest in trying to beat it is minuscule, just because it's incredibly hard and that first obstacle does not remotely respect my time. Not to mention, there's not a single... Oh, there's your cape. There hasn't been a single power-up in this entire level, was how that sentence ended. I guess I do want to collect the dragon coins, because, one, they're free if you're in the level. But I want to see the ending. I also want to verify the number. Okay, so you need to spin here, manage to open these up. Carefully navigate this maze. This is Kaizo now. 100% Kaizo. There is no effing way this belongs in a standard hack. Like, everything else was pretty normal, reasonable, standard stuff, if a bit difficult. It was flagged as standard hard to start with. This and that entire section right there is not standard hard. This, at an outset, you might be able to make an argument for standard very hard, but I think the precision and basically lack of any facilities in there make me want to say no, it is not. I think this branches into that last level branches into Kaizo. Thanks for playing the thing, get all the things. Alright, so you can't actually get to Yoshi. Even with all the dragon coins. Level Engine would say it's standard normal. Well, Level Engine is Level Engine. I'd say that making a very long, precise thing is certainly up is certainly up some people's certainly something people do. I don't think that's standard normal. Standard normal, at least in my perspective, from moderator, is this roughly as difficult as SMW? That is how I define standard normal. Like, if I handed this to someone who could beat Super Mario World, would they be able to beat this without much trouble? And the answer is yes, it's standard normal. Upward from that becomes a lot fuzzier. Where the line between hard and very hard is really drawn is not intuitive, I'll grant that. But, that being said, Ruby and Tubular, you know, I've gone back and forth on that. Those are particularly odd levels. I only want to get the save, so I don't really care about cheating through this again. I've gone back and forth. I think you can make an argument that something that is entirely of those difficulties would be hard, as opposed to normal. But I could also be convinced the other way. It's a fuzzy standard. Not ideally what you want to hear, but it is how it is. Remember when very hard didn't exist? Mario gives up 2 in hard would be insane. Yeah, the categories have definitely shifted over time. Like, especially when we thought of things that were like Pit or Kaizo, like back before the change in difficulty stuff that was done a while ago. Like where Kaizo Light was basically, can you complete it without save states? If someone has done it, it goes down to Kaizo Light. So if Louis beat it or someone else was like, yeah, I can do that. But you know, you compare things like Casio or what's a nonce hack called? Hacker's Dreams to what was very hard before. It's a different world. Alright, let's see how many exits this actually says it has. That was the only other thing I want to check, because I'm bailing. This is not something I can moderate. That particular trick without save state practice. Not happening. 3. I did save, right? I'm very certain I saved.